What is happening, GT5 King101 here, and welcome to my preview for the 2014 Brazilian Grand Prix at Interlagos in Sao Paulo. Now, first of all, I just want to apologise for the lack of uploads recently. My internet's been all over the place, which meant I couldn't really upload any videos at all. Which meant throughout the whole US Grand Prix weekend I couldn't upload anything. But fortunately, I did do a live stream with Valiant King and Harrison 101, or Jay as he's normally called is. I did a live stream with them throughout the whole US Grand Prix race, not qualifying, just the race. So you can check that out. The link is in the description below. I'd also like to announce that I will be I'll be doing pretty much the same live stream, but instead obviously with the Brazilian Grand Prix this weekend with Valiant and Harris and Dre, so that'll be pretty fun. So first of all, biggest news of the week was in fact yesterday. Recording this on a Thursday, the day before Friday practice. On Wednesday, it was announced that Felipe Nasr, current GP2 driver who's second at the moment in the championship, has signed a new contract with Sauber starting in 2015 for, I believe it's 2 years, 2-year contract with Sauber. Now this does mean that Gutierrez and Sutil will not be driving with Sauber for next season, because obviously Marcus Ericsson has confirmed that he will be driving with Sauber. Sauber's confirmed that as well. So Sauber has completed their driver lineup for next season. Now the big question is, where will Sutil and Gutierrez go? I mean, Gutierrez does have the money. I mean, obviously being Mexican, and he's got good sponsorship in terms of money. And where can he go? I mean, Lotus is a possibility. I mean, they need money as well. Maldonado, apparently the Venezuelan government is stopping their funding for motorsport for their drivers for some weird reason. It's pretty strange that it's Venezuela, and it's probably one of the richest countries in the world, but I don't know, it's a bit weird. But Maldonado's a paid driver anyway. He does have some talent. No, you probably would have seen, the only time we actually saw his talent was in 2012 Spanish Grand Prix, then when he won for Williams, the only modern F1 victory. I mean, I think the last thing before that was 2003 or 5, I believe, when Juan Montoya won for them. So Williams is getting there anyway. Nasr was in fact a Williams test driver. He did FP3 and was in fact faster than Felipe Massa in first practice in America, which is quite surprising considering he's in fact an F1 driver, but it shows good talent in him, and we just need to hope that Sauber does in fact give him a good car, and hopefully they have the money to give him a better car than what they have this year. I mean, this year pretty much terrible. I mean, in fact, this could be the first season in Sauber's entire history that they never scored a single point, which is pretty much a disaster for Sauber, and it's a big shame as well. Hopefully they'll turn that around in this race and in Abu Dhabi. And in talking about Sauber, they do have a new sponsorship as a result of this deal, which is possibly the reason why they've actually signed him. They've got a sponsorship with the largest national bank in Brazil, Banco do Brasil, I believe it's called. They've got a sponsorship with Williams, but now they're sponsored by the bank. Obviously, it is in conjunction with the signing of Felipe. So it's pretty good to see that they have got good financial backing in the form of the largest national bank in Brazil, and hopefully that they'll actually use that money well to create a better car. Obviously talking about money, there's a financial conspiracy theory, as you could probably heard in Formula 1 regarding the FIA and the Formula 1 management. Well, Bernie Ecclestone really isn't giving enough money to the smaller teams. In fact, they're just giving literally the majority of the money to the big teams, and which is possibly the reason why a lot of people are saying that Marussia and Caterham have gone into administration, and Force India, Lotus and Sauber are possibly the next teams to go, and why there were threats of them boycotting the US Grand Prix. So they have to sort this out. I mean, it has to be a fairer sport, and I hopefully will be making a video explaining what's happening with it and what I think should happen. But I'll leave a link in the description below when Martin Brundle was talking about it and his little post in the Sky Sports F1 website, and it's a really interesting read. I suggest all of you read that. Yep, so I'll leave a description below. Lewis Hamilton, the championship will not go to this race. Nico Rosberg had to finish third or worse. Lewis Hamilton had to win the race in order for the championship to go to Brazil, but unfortunately it won't. So, well, Lewis Hamilton is hoping that Rosberg will have a terrible race, pretty much, in Brazil, so he feels more confident about Abu Dhabi. Brazil in fact has a new pit lane, well, sort of a new pit lane, pretty much in the entry. Before I was just like going down that last curve and it's just straight line into the pit lane, but in fact it's a bit more sharp. It's a chicane to slow the cars down. But I believe, considering the amount of torque that the cars produce, and considering because it's high humidity at the track, it is one of the highest rated tracks in terms of humidity in the calendar. Rain is expected all weekend. With the torques of the car, with the rain, and with that, I say, dodgy pit lane, it can be dangerous. So I don't really know what the FIA done in terms of speed limit, whether they've done the speed limit at the start of the chicane or at the actual start of when they're going into the pits. But we'll need to see about that. Daily Mail, not exactly the most reliable source ever, but they suggest that Fernando Alonso has announced and has confirmed, well, by McLaren, that McLaren has signed Fernando Alonso for Jenson Button for 2 years, starting from next season. Now this has been expected by so many people all up and down the paddock, that Fernando Alonso will replace Jenson Button, and also the question is, where will Jenson Button go? It's expected that he may, there's rumours, rumours are big in Formula 1, especially right now, that he might join the World Endurance Championship. I believe there's yes, I'm going to say the word again, rumours that he may join Toyota. So, but for me it looks like World Endurance Championship is a bit of a retirement club for F1 drivers. I mean, obviously we've got Anthony Davidson, Mark Webber especially, Sebastian Buemi, well, he's going to be retired, but he doesn't have a seat, can't find a seat anymore. We've got Alec McNish. I mean, he was probably one of the best drivers in the championship in history, driving for Audi. Obviously he's retired now. I mean, and probably various others as well. Jenson Button to add to that list. I mean, I think it'll be pretty good, and we've seen so far Mark Webber hasn't been doing too badly, in fact, this season. And in fact, last season as well, driving for Porsche and the prototype car LMP1, I believe it's called, them on prototype 1. So it'll be good to see what Jenson Button can do if he joins the team, if he joins the World Endurance Championship. So that's the end of this preview, guys. My predictions this weekend, well, I believe, well, obviously I want Lewis Hamilton to win it. He's 24 points ahead of Nico Rosberg. If Lewis Hamilton retires or finishes outside the top 10 and Nico Rosberg wins, then Nico Rosberg will be winning by 1 point going into the controversial double points in Abu Dhabi, the last race of the season, where the championship will be decided between Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton. So I'll be a bit quiet this weekend regarding the championship, but Lewis Hamilton does need to have a really good performance, and especially Nico Rosberg, he needs to have a really good performance as well in order to keep his championship hopes up. And I believe the pressure will affect him. I mean, Lewis Hamilton, pretty much apart from 2011 and 2013 and possibly 2009 as well, they haven't been competing with the championship. But pretty much the majority of his career he has been fighting for the championship. And he's used to the pressure. And Nico Rosberg, this is pretty much his first ever season which he has a chance of winning the championship. And you obviously seen the pressure is killing him. He never expected Lewis Hamilton to do that dive going out of the DRS straight in America. A beautiful move, by the way, I should say, from Lewis. But It's going to be really interesting race anyway, and we hope to see it be a good one. So that's the end of this video, guys. Like and subscribe. Like this video if you like it, and subscribe to my channel to see more content over the coming weeks. And yeah, that's the end of this preview, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been GT5K101. See you later.